person that the roads up here, I'll show you around a little bit in a second, are in fact impassable, so I won't get very far today. Parts of the roads are okay, but parts of them are just impossible. But here's the view here, which is quite nice. With these red painted sheep. Very nice actually. I'm going to try not to slip and take a few photographs here. So I'm taking photographs, taking stills as I take the video, which is a very handy feature of this Sony RX100. Nice, it's beautiful. I'm standing in a couple of feet of snow. My hands are getting frozen. This is sort of sub-Arctic type weather, but it's very beautiful, as you can see. So I'll show you where I am. Remember, I'm walking through snow, so don't expect some slick video production. So I'm just showing you where I am. My foot's gone into a pool of icy water. Okay. I can't do 5 things at once, talk to you and deal with this, so hold on. Right. It's an area in the Peak District called I'll show you. So here I don't need to shout because I'm in my car now, aren't I? Here's where it starts to become impossible. Because I think I don't know, maybe some tractors have been around parts of the other parts of the roads before. This is alright, but clearly I have to be careful and not go too far and get stuck. So let's oh god, oh bloody hell, yep, oh. You see, the left wheel was getting some traction there on tarmac, but the right wasn't. Oh, there's a huge bank of snow to the right, which I don't want to slide into and endanger my car and possibly even get stuck. I mean, that would be bloody disastrous. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's alright down there, and it's photographically interesting to the left. It's very stark. everything's just reduced to black and white. There's a little farm up here. The road's okay. If my voice sounds slightly on edge, well, it's because I am. The other concern is if a fresh fall of snow comes down. I read in the newspapers this morning that happened on the M6. I think this morning, yeah, it was this morning, Saturday morning. And cars were stuck. And the police arrived and were handing out hot drinks. Now look, that's a descent, so I'm going to check it out, as they say. Leave my car running. You can come with me. There's no point. There's no point because the scenery is not sort of particularly different from here. It's all pretty much the same, just a white expanse obscured by there is a slight spatter of rain, and it's going down. That looks alright, but there's no point. You start to go downhill and you increase your danger. If a car comes another way, what the hell do we do? At some point I'm told it's impassable, so okay, time to reverse and make my way back. Time to go back. A bit precarious there for a second as I switched on the camera and navigated the road at the same time. This is fine. There's no ice, which is the main hazard. But these roads are not salted. I think the farmers get out and plough through them sometimes if necessary in these remote rural places, because they have to, or they're all in four-wheel drives and jeeps, and they've got their tractors and all the rest of it anyway, so it's not such a concern for them. But this is the Peak District in winter, and there's a car up here, and we're gonna watch this bit. Well, this fella's got to reverse. I can't reverse uphill. Okay, this is alright, he's moving, so I can carry on filming. If he doesn't, it gets a bit more problematic, because he realises that he's got to go back, and there's a little lay-by area there, I think, actually. It's kind of stressful, this. I have been in a couple of slides before, both in the countryside and in the city, in fact, and you just completely lose control. You don't. Oh, there's another car behind him. You don't necessarily have to be going fast either in the city. When I went into a slight, what's he doing now? Okay, he understands he's got to go back, and the other one. That's fine. There's a car coming behind me. There's a lay-by further down. And there's a car behind me, and he's getting out. What's he going to say? Okay, I'm going to switch off now. And so the lady's got out of the car, and she's guiding him backwards, because you always think, you know, it doesn't, not so much in the countryside, but certainly in the city, when people get out of their cars like that, it puts me on edge, because you anticipate some sort of confrontation. You go back, no, you go back. Well, that bloody nonsense. This is fine. I was just unsure of what he was up to for a second. Good. Looks like he's no, slipping. Well, that'll work, because it's two lay-bys. If he goes in there and the other one's installed, no, it's not going to work. Yeah, this is what you don't want, which is another reason for not going any further at that point where I stopped. These roads are obviously problematic enough at the best of times. Now I've got to sneak past him, so I'm going to switch off. Well, that was quite stressful, but back in the safer part now again. Oh, car, bloody hell. Safe as long as I don't encounter anyone else, any other lunatic with a video camera perched on top of their steering wheel. No, it's alright, I know what I'm doing. So this is back in the safer part. That was Saltersford up there, that's the area, and it's moving in towards a part of the Peak District called the Goit Valley, which is very nice. Coming back, I've just come through a place called Reyno, I think that's how you say it, or Reynau perhaps. And I think that's it. There's another little town around here called Bollington. Oh, that's an interesting name. Look at this one. In fact, I'll show you what I'm on about with all of those names I just referred to. Look at this. There's a car. Got to move. So you've got Reynau, which is where I've just come from, Bollington, where I'm just returning to, and then you've got that place there, which is where I'm going to next, Pot Shrigley. What a name. It's a sweet little place with a church and a school where you often see, well, in school time, you often see children playing outside. Very healthy way to live, I think, for children.